Okay guys, hey, what's up? I said I would come around with another video, and that's what I'm doing. I couldn't even sleep. I have so much to do. I have to respond to this because it's so silly, and I just can't even take for 1 second that somebody would actually believe the craziness in these comments that I'm having posted to my Weston A price videos. Surprise, surprise. So here's the deal. We're looking at, where are we? Okay. We're on my page here, and I'm on the comment that was left, and I think I got it wrong in the last video. Cheryl Renee, public personally shared my video, left a big long comment, and then the Hey Meg Gardunian or whatever went ahead and he was the commenter. So this, I already, made a video about everything in the comments except for this one issue I wanted to save for its own video because it was so funny to me to read these comments and to honestly think that people would be listening to nonsense like this and actually believing it is just crazy. And that's kind of what got me, is that there's comments of people buying this crap. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it. Sorry, I don't have it to show you here, but it says, as far as ethics, do you have any idea how many people the banana industry has killed? I'm not talking about an animal you would never eat. I am talking about human beings. The banana industry used heavy propaganda created by Edward Bernays to overthrow the democratically elected leader of Guatemala in the 1950s by using an army and the CIA to destroy him and his supporters, claiming he was a communist and helping Russia. The Democratic leader wanted to take some of the land which was taken by the United Fruit Company from the peasant. The banana company, now known as Chiquita, uses all of the land and all the land they took, and the leader felt that people could use it since things had gotten worse since the banana company arrived. Well, hundreds died, and the banana company, with the help of banana-eating Americans who fell for the propaganda, took more land and began ruling the government in their favor. And the banana murders are still happening today in contemporary times. Recently, Joel and Del Monte were caught in paying a missionary group to go in and kill banana workers who tried to organize for better working conditions. They often beheaded organizers and workers. So please provide your links to that, because obviously I can't find anything on those specific issues. From what I can see, we have a lot of other issues here at play. I mean, when the Marines went over there, in this whole war, it was not over bananas. The war, let me just, let's just see if we can hear this. Oh, wait, hold on. Had to mute it. I got to know. Okay. Oh, wait, let's go back. Okay, did we hear that? Did we hear that? Should we go back? Let's go back and really learn about what the bananas are, why they're called the banana wars, and what it has to do with buying bananas today. Because I'm not sure that, since you're bringing up history, because there was a historical, incident with a couple of companies, honestly, who are obviously not even run by the same people, doesn't necessarily show me that I shouldn't eat bananas. Yes, I understand that big corporations are ruthless and stuff like this happens all over the globe. And yes, if I had proof that, the bananas that I eat, which are not Chiquita bananas, ever, I never get Chiquita bananas. If you can actually show me some proof, then I might listen to you. But like I said, I can't find anything on any of this. So, and as far as I know, like I said, nothing in the banana wars has anything to do with bananas. It was all over land, property, oil, even things like that. So, I'm not saying that Chiquita is a great brand. I mean, I'm not saying that any big business, of course I'm going to prefer small scale family style, operations if possible, ethical, fair trade, and organic. And, like I said, I don't buy Chiquita. So I do buy Dole. And, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, when I'm looking here at the ethical guide to shopping bananas, we're looking at the score. We have high scores and the low scores, and Dole organic bananas are actually a 6.5 on the scale. So this is a rating out of 20. So they are not the most ethically, ethic bananas that I could possibly find in the world. Chiquita bananas are actually more ethical, according to this company, than Dole. So that's interesting. And you do have environmental issues, environmental reporting. Let's see how this works. It shows you the product score owned by Apple. So there you go. That's pretty funny. So supply to the military, political lobbying, things like that. So, it shows, what does this even mean? Worst rating, accused of mishandling dangerous chemicals. Supplier of iPad mini criticized for poor workers' rights. Okay, so I just want you to know that if you are going to talk smack on bananas, I hope you don't have any Apples, iPods, or anything else, because, it's all connected. And these corporations, you can blame it. You can try to say that it's bananas' fault because it happened to be called the banana wars. But if you really get into this, it has nothing to do with just bananas. You can say that, yeah, it would be more ethical for me to eat a local fruit and to not, and I do eat local fruit. I eat a lot of local fruit and a lot of local foods. But, the fact is we all make our payoffs, and it's pretty much impossible in this day and age, if you're going to be a part of a society, to not be a hypocrite when you're wanting to say, oh, bananas are so unethical. Like I said, I hope you don't have any, electronics, because all of these huge companies do stuff like this. They all go around the world, tear it up, take the resources. That's just what we do. And when you're talking about Marines and the military and a real war, that you want to claim is funded by, somebody, like I said, please provide me with that information, because that's just really, really silly. And even, excuse me, talk about those evil companies right there. Even when you talk about things like, okay, they were fined $25 million for supplying guns to rebels in Colombia. Well, if you actually think, okay, there's two sides to every story. They're hiring local people. The U.S. government gives guns to people all the time. Look at Syria and Iran and everywhere else. You want to boycott the U.S. government, get out of the country? What? It's kind of inevitable. You know what I mean? And just because this stuff happened in the past, like I said, I haven't seen anything that says this stuff's still going on. They set aside, they pay their fines. They got sued and they're doing with whatever about that. But even they were hired, and they didn't just give guns for all this stuff. They were hiring them to arm their area that they thought was theirs. So, you can get into it and say that, oh, well, this one guy, was opposed to them and he was right and blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna sit there and argue, that these couple of banana companies are the best in the world. But I gotta eat, you know what I mean? I ate at Taco Bell. I've known they've outsourced, non-fair trade stuff for a really long time. And a lot of places, it's just a fact of life that anything you buy, that's why you do make an effort to buy ethical. And I have a bumper sticker on my car that talks about, buying ethical. And I do try, and it's something that we should all try. And that's why it's, I'm glad that we brought this up, and I can look for better bananas. But honestly, the cost is an issue, and convenience is an issue. And while you're judging my bananas, I hope you know that all of the other foods that you're eating are gonna have the same thing happening. And just because this is called the bananas, like I said, it had to do with sugarcane, had to do with coffee, had to do with a lot of other things besides bananas. Look it up. People want to say, oh, banana wars. It's a wide variety of problems, environmental problems, economic, social, political problems that are very, very deep. And the banana trade just symbolizes that. And like I said, they only called it that because they were something catchy. It's actually the number 4 list of, you know, number 4 of foods across the world, and you can't just say, oh, because Chiquita and Dole are, are bad companies or were bad companies in the past that we shouldn't eat bananas to help our health. Like, it's just silly to me, obviously, how much research that you think is research that you're doing against bananas when obviously you don't even take the time to research the real links that I'm giving you and the things that I'm telling you. Like, if you want to avoid bananas on ethics, I hope you don't have anything Gap. I hope you don't have any banana, Republic stuff. I hope you don't have any H&M, Abercrombie and Fitch. Like I said, Gap, Old Navy. Oh, Old Navy's ethical. You want to, if you want to talk about ethics, let's talk about ethics. So, and honestly, like I said, I don't see how supporting something that in history was unethical has anything to do with that versus, being anything, that you can even compare to the factory farms and, the needless killing of animals. Just because they're animals doesn't mean that we should just, kill them. So I think this is the end to my rant. And, I hate businesses. I wish I didn't have to support them. I wish I could say no Time Warner, no big cable companies, because they're some of the worst as well. I wish I could say that, but I can't. So don't think that you're sit there on your high horse because you're eating grass-fed local beef, because, you're still supporting, bananas owned by Apple. Chiquita, the brands that you're talking about are owned by Apple. So like I said, hope you don't have anything like that. No iTunes. No, nothing. So, and it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. We do the best we can. I try to eat fair trade. I make the best choices I can. So this is my video. This is all I'm going to say tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I hope that people are actually watching this, that are commenting, because it's really, I just find it really, really funny that you thought that I was paid by somebody to talk and I would be somebody that wouldn't talk back and respond to your questions and comments, even though you didn't know me and didn't even really watch any of my videos or check out that I do comment on like a lot of my videos and get into really deep discussions with people about this type of thing. So I hope we can keep this going. I would love to hear some of the links that back up your opinions for once. So please indulge me. I'm asking Weston A Price people this all the time, and I'm actually kind of excited. That's why I took, time out of my busy Sunday evening. Haven't even watched True Blood yet or anything. I just had to respond because I do get a little bit excited when people want to talk about it, because it's so rare that Weston A Price people actually have anything to say. So kudos to you for bringing up some points. And, sorry that I wasn't more impressed by them. Thanks. Bye.